one victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Darrell Henderson.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
He's across
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Gain on the play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A quick toss out right, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over.
16-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line. Prescott.
And right side, Henry's got it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Henderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on. Because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
At the 25-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Patriots 0.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Check. Watch 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Watch 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by DeMonte.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
3rd and 11.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So don't say nothing. Mike's 5-4.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Yeah. Mike.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. It's caught, Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Seattle Seahawks.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We got it. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. We got 47.
And again, it's Prescott. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Prescott gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check 31, check 31.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Jones on the carry.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, it's Prescott. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Tua now on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And that'll make it 13-7.
He is good. Makes the score Seahawks 13, Patriots 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Henderson.